inside as possible this week. Some people have to face this winter blast head on.
Our Johan Marin spoke to people whose jobs depend on them working outside, and he joins us live in the studio. Johan?
Yeah, John and Aaron, while it's cold outside, that's not stopping many from doing their job. The workers I spoke to today say the key is to bundle up and get busy. It feels like walking into a freezer outside, and workers are doing the toughest job, braving this bitter cold.
Someone has to do it, so.
Crews with Asset Contracting were out Monday afternoon, cleaning the streets and plowing piles of snow. Andres Cardenas came prepared, bundled up in multiple layers, and he's making sure his coworkers are staying warm.
Guys out shoveling, but they'll be out for the temporary, go out in their cars, heat up for a little bit, get back out for a little bit, and just switch off back and forth.
Despite the frigid temperatures, Cardenas insists that the working conditions is the ultimate sacrifice to keep others safe.
Keep the streets clean because it gets dangerous, so.
Even in the cold and snow, moving day is still a go for Jason King.
In the moving business, it's different than some businesses. We can't shut down because people are closing on one house and then move into a new house and they have to close. So everything's kind of a domino effect.
He admits running his business in weather like this is tough. Sometimes the challenge is hauling their big truck through the icy slush. But he and his team's mission is their driving force.
We're just about providing a good service for the customer.
And even on hard weather days, for Cardenas, business means business.
You know, everybody has to feed their family, so come out here and try to get some money.
Now, while bundling up is important to beat the frigid cold, Cardenas and King say to make sure your face, hands, and feet are all covered at all times outside. In the studio, I'm Johan Marin, First Alert 6.